Wow. Well, hello there, folks. It's the non-typical Norwalkian talking to you this morning. I'm going to shed some light on a subject. This morning, I'm going on a very special trip. It's where hunting begins in the state of Iowa. And it's not in the timber. It's at the State House down in Des Moines, Iowa. Matter of fact, it's at 11 o'clock on Thursday morning, March 14th, in room 19. There we're going to discuss non-resident tags and also the crossbow issue. A lot of you are out there working right now, and I understand that. You have families, you have a job, but there are a lot of you also ask, what's the IBA do for me when you pay $25? Well, I'm going to show you today with a fellow board member of the IBA, Grant Poindexter. Grant and myself, and then Randy Taylor, I believe, are going down to the State House today to be your voice. Not to be my voice or Grant's voice. We're going there to represent you people and document what actually goes on, if they'll let us. So when you ask, what's the IBA do? Well, it's more than a door prize or a raffle or a fall festival. It's guys like myself, Grant, and Randy Taylor's, all your board members sacrificing their time and their own finances for driving back and forth to these meetings so that you don't have to, but your voice is heard. So the next time you ponder what the IBA does, just think of this video, and we're going to take you down to the State House. This is where your archery season begins. It doesn't begin in the big box sporting goods store or in the pro shop or with the latest new gadgetry that comes out on the market. It begins right down here in Des Moines, Iowa, each and every year by the legislature of what you're going to get to hunt and how long you're going to get to hunt it. So come along and we'll get on down there. Here we are at the State House grounds at Grant Poindexter, and we're going to go in there and at least listen what's going on. That grandiose old building here, Grant. But this is one of your IBA members working for you guys. I know you're at work, and rightfully so, but here's what the IBA members are doing for you. So if you think it's all fun and games, we're here representing you, or trying to.
Right.
If any one of you bow hunters want to come, you notice it's open to the public. So, but we'll go in here and see what happens today. Through these doors is where your hunting season starts. We're inside the people's house. We got to go over to room 19. I got my, this is G15. Two bow hunters out of the bush. I'm more scared walking in here than where there's grizzly bears. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Room 19. We'll wander on in and see how it's going. There's Randy, another IBA member working for you. While you, and there's Irv Wagner. This is an environment every bow hunter ought to find himself in. Quite different than the hardwoods of Iowa. Well, there's some of your legislatures getting settled in here on this subcommittee. And, just taking a little video. Other side of archery hunting. These are the people that represent you guys so that you can spend your time out in the field. Willie Succi, longtime IBA member. That's Dr. Dale Garner there. And these are some of the lawmakers. These are the people that make the laws. That man in the brown shirt with the badge in the field
He's just following up the laws that these gentlemen will make happen, pro or con. And this is our lobbyist, Don Brazelton. Does a heck of a job for you guys. He's here when you're at your job. You're being represented as an IBA member, and this is the man. This is the go-to man. So he's right here in the halls of legislation. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Yeah, the rules are you can't film while it's in session, so just took you to the big house. These are the men that make it happen. Right here. Willie, Suchi, Don Brazelton, Grant Poindexter, Irv Wagner. These are the people you need to get a hold of. And Randy, we're representing our constituents today, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Best we can.
So when those guys say, what's my $25 for? Well, here's 4 gentlemen that are down here representing you. And I realize you're at work, but your voice is being heard, or at least we're tuned in. State Capitol, Des Moines, Iowa. And you notice there's no camouflage in these halls. There's a lot of hunters. So that'll wrap up our day in the State House.
I just came out of a meeting. If they were going to outlaw deer hunting for bow and arrow, how many people do you think would come to the meeting? The same 3 or 4 that came to this meeting, or would there be more?
I sure in the hell hope not.
Well, they don't care.
I know Grant tried to talk to a couple young gentlemen there at the Deer Classic carrying some shed antlers, and they wouldn't even give you the time of day, would they?
No, not at all. No, that was their right, they thought.
Yeah. So that's it from the grand old building, plated with gold. Your IBA voice was heard, for what voice we got to say, but at least we were here for you. So if that's not worth your $25, I don't know what to tell you. That's it from the non-typical Norwalkian at the State House in Des Moines, Iowa.